chers spectateurs, et bienvenue à Low-spec.
So, away we go. Makoun. Looking to carve open the defence. Asuikoto has the ball in a wide position. Now a chance for a cross. Oh, that's a neat escape. Oh, well defended. Nani. Tried to play it through. Fabio Coentrao tried to make the pass, but found that he couldn't. Makoun. Bruno Alves. João Pereira. Out towards the byline. Nani shoots! He carved out a pretty presentable chance.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
Minutes gone in the first half. Here's Elder Postiga. Fabio Coentrao. Here's Raul Meireles. Raul Meireles did well running onto the ball, and that's a foul. Eto can go on the break if he can be found. And João Moutinho. João Moutinho makes a run through the middle. Alan Lyon. That'll be a throw. Here's Eto. Picked off. It's an opportunity. Fabio Coentrao. Makoun. He makes his way towards the penalty area. Just the keeper to beat. He decides to shoot. They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
Well, I think you can only praise that sort of alertness and the way he almost knew what was going to happen, and he got there really early. That was top stuff for me.
Now through to Elder Postiga. Miguel Veloso has got hold of... He has lunged in. He did well to get it. What next? He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Asuikoto. João Pereira has gone in hard there, maybe too hard. Raul Meireles. Sheju. Miguel Veloso. The whistle signals the end of the first half. So, it's 0-0. Let's hope for a goal or two in the second half.
Chers spectateurs, j'ai le plaisir de vous révéler l'identité de l'homme du match. Changement en cours.
Here we go with the second half. That wasn't the best of passes, really. Maku. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Asuikoto. Throw in. It'll be a throw in. That's not going to make it through. Fabio Coentrao, long ball forward. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Slickly done that. You have to admire that control. Asuikoto with a great example of how to cover. Easy pickings, really. Now seeking to get that ball in. Possibility here. And they escape imminent danger. He plays it through. No, possession lost. Miguel Veloso cuts out what was really a sloppy pass. Gets the ball in a nice position. Makoun, palmed away. The goalkeeper reacts well. Plenty of options. Who's he looking to pick out? The keeper coming in and making the catch. He did well to get it. What next? Slides it through. It is good to see a forward tracking back and defending like that from time to time.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
A crucial intervention there. Neatly played. That's a foul. Hits the ball. That's a weak shot. Raul Paredes. Chance to counter-attack here. And the ball is given back to the keeper. Miguel Veloso. Elder Postiga is onside here. Elder Postiga. Cleared away from immediate danger. Full-time whistle within sight. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. And that will be the last of the action. The whistle goes. It ends all square, despite the best efforts of both teams to find a winner, right up to the very end. The team stumbled slightly at the very first hurdle, so they can hardly be satisfied with this result. They're going to need to focus far more on the next match.
You know, it's a privilege to be part of a fabulous football match like that. That was a real roller coaster ride for the fans.
now underway. Nani. He stayed up for this pass. He's on a real charge. It's through to Guerra. Raul Moreles. Play surges forward. Now through to Elder Postiga. Out towards the corner flag. Neatly played. The flag stays down. Zizek has teed up this corner. Hits the ball. Chance here. Hungary have scored. And that's the opener for this game.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think, was a fine drive. And I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. He's a bit unlucky in that instance.
They get us underway at 1-0.
Well, that's put him in the driving seat, but there's a lot of football left in this one yet, believe me.
It's played through. Can he shoot? Cristiano Ronaldo. And he makes absolutely no mistake. And how significant could that be for Portugal? How about that?
Well, I think it takes real confidence and a natural technical ability to be able to do that. I think he made it look so easy, and it was anything but. I'm going to struggle with that big time.
So we resume with the scores back level.
Oh, look, I love watching games like this when both teams have given everything they've got to try and win it. This is all the makings of a cracker.
No, possession lost. He plays it through. A crucial intervention there. He did well to get it. What next? Well read by Pepe. And the whistle's gone, but it's for a foul. He can have a go from here. Zizek! Oh, he went for the curler. Pepe. And he plays it to the keeper. Heinal. He's looking to play it into the channel. Now, surely! Shoots! Zizek will swing one in. A shot! Good stop by the keeper.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Gets the ball in a nice position. Over the top. Well read by Bruno Alves. No way through there. Here's Guerra. Goal in sight, and through he moves. It's opened up nicely for him. He's unlucky not to score there. João Pereira. The referee is checking his watch. There's the end to the first 45.
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
1-1 as it stands, so nothing to separate them. Zuzak. This goes for a throw-in. And he plays the ball in. Miguel Veloso. Raul Moreles. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Raul Moreles tried to play it through.
Yeah, it looked like there that he was asking just a little too much of himself to try and thread that ball through. It was a bit over-ambitious, but I like his thinking.
That wasn't the best of passes, really. Good through ball. Intercepts the pass. Surely he could put it away. Foul. A fairly easy decision for the referee. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket. It's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate. Vanchak with the crucial intervention. An interception. Plenty of options. Who's he looking to pick out? Thumps it long. No, intercepted. Miguel Veloso. Bruno Alves makes the interception. Wins it. That's a throw. So from what I can see on the touchline, we're on the brink of a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
The ball's with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ainal. He's found space. Possibility here for a cross. The ball played down the middle. Pepe. We're into the last 5 minutes.
This late on, they need to be pushing forward if they're going to get a result.
Ainal. It's a threatening through ball. He shoots there.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Pass intercepted. Where's the defence? Can he find a finish? And that's it. The final whistle. Nothing could separate these sides. The players, credit to them, put in plenty of effort, but in the end, no one could come up with that vital winner.
Well, some matches you just don't want to end, and that was one of them for me. You couldn't predict what was going to happen next. It was a great game.
My sincere thanks go to Jim Beglin for joining us, and that brings us to the end of this afternoon's match.
Señoras y señores, bienvenidos al partido de hoy. Paraguay contra Venezuela.
I'm John Champion, and covering this game alongside me, someone who certainly knows a thing or two about playing at the top level, it's Jim Beglin. So we're off then. Miguel Veloso, quickly closed down. Nani. The ball's with Elder Postiga. No, possession lost. He's found space. He did well to get it. What next? He hits it. That's probably caused a few sighs.
It's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Miguel Veloso. A crucial intervention there. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to play on the break. It's played into space. He's going on. Rui Patricio manages to carry the ball away. Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. Hits the ball. The finish was not what was required.
Oh, the ball in had such good pace on it. He only had to redirect it with his head. I think the cross was an absolute peach.
Some debate here, but in the end, a goal kick is awarded. He tried going it alone, but without success. João Moutinho is making his way forward.
If the support had come quicker, that wouldn't have broken down.
Miguel Veloso. And he finds a bit of space here. Break is on. Forward it goes. Thumps it long. The ball played into space nicely. Maybe now. That could have been really special.
It almost looked like the perfect marriage, the way the long pass was delivered so exactly into the runner's path, and it's a shame it led to nothing.
Up for the header. Chance to counter-attack here. He surges forward. Miguel Veloso. Ball stolen. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Well, Renes plays it long. Miguel Veloso. We are entering stoppage time. The referee blows his whistle to signal half-time. Neither side conceding a goal then. It is 0-0. So the second half gets underway. Cristiano Ronaldo is on the ball. Where's he taking it? Elder Postiga has got hold of. Here's a shot. And that's been intercepted. The ball played through the middle. Great opportunity. Shoots here. And tucked in.
It's a goal.
He has finally delivered.
Oh, that was a close call, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside. He's still got a lot to do, you know, but I think he's tucked that away really well.
So we resume at 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Fabio Coentrao, he moves in swiftly. That wasn't the best of passes, really. And that's been intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo. Miguel Veloso has teed up this corner. Cristiano Ronaldo. Rebound! Oh my goodness!
Oh, it's in!
And how significant could that be for Portugal? So we resume with the scores back level.
Oh, this is real tit-for-tat stuff. It's difficult to see which one has the drive and determination to come out on top now.
Pumps it upfield. He stayed up for this pass. Throw in. Threatening through ball. Here's a shot. He created a great chance there.
And that all stems from great vision, you know. What a delightful little ball over the top that was.
Pepe. And that's come to nothing. Can he find a finish? He shoots there. He'll take it on from here. João Pereira. There's plenty of activity down by the touchline. Looks like we're going to get a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
He has lunged in. Full-time whistle within sight.
It's all very neat football, but time is against them now, and they need to get the ball forward.
He plays it towards the corner flag. Neatly played. How about a cross here? No, that wasn't the best of passes. And a shot here. Keeper got his hand to it. Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. Possibility here. They're just missing that finishing touch. João Pereira. There's the final whistle. They battled so well today, but only being able to manage a draw here, they're out of the title race, I'm afraid. So close, but the dream of becoming champions is going to have to wait for another season.
I think some of the players are going to be a bit sore after that. There was so much passion and commitment out there. I can't remember anyone shirking a tackle.
So let's get down to business. Roman Eremenko. Tassana. Roman Eremenko. He makes his way towards the penalty area. Roman Eremenko. Chance. Opportunity for a goal. The first effort of the game.
Oh, what a great individual effort that was. Lovely close control, good balance, and a shame he just couldn't add that finish.
Daniel Alves. Tassana. Fred. Roman Eremenko. And Forsell. David Luiz. Now Neymar. Now a chance for Fred. Tassana puts a stop to the attack. Luis Gustavo. Now Oscar. He wants to get a cross in from here. He's been dispossessed. Roman Eremenko. Quarter of an hour played. David Luiz. Neymar has got hold of it. Drives it in. They were so nearly punished for their mistake. Now Neymar. Paulinho, he moves in swiftly. A foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. Bursting forward. He takes a shot. He can't be too happy with that.
Well, that's what the fans pay their money to see. Exceptional skill from a class player. Such a pity about the end result.
Thiago Silva. David Luiz. Marcelo. David Luiz. Daniel Alves. Now Oscar. And Marcelo.
Well, it's good possession, but you've got to have something more substantial on the end of it.
Oscar. He's had a real go. What a reprieve that was.
Oh, look, I don't need to tell you that that is not a good area to lose possession in, and should it be repeated, I think there's a real chance that the next time they're going to be punished for it.
Roman Eremenko. Marcelo makes the interception. Quickly closed down. Gets the ball in a nice position. Oh, lovely feet.
Fred really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Here's Fossell. Oscar. Tried to play it through. Here's Fred. Fred! Kicked off. And he's there to clear it. Never mind the distance, he's had a go! And that's a foul. Luis Gustavo. A timely intervention.
They need to be a bit more careful with their passing in this position.
Here's Neymar. The ball played through the middle. Oscar. He moves in swiftly. Long ball forward. Tassanen. Roman Eremenko. He's bursting forward. Hulk going forward. The forward push gains momentum. Moisander is in position to intercept. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. There goes the whistle, and it's half-time. Goalless then at this stage.
That was the first half. Let's hope the boys turn it up for the second. Ladies and gentlemen, For information on pre-booking your tickets, please
Here we
visit
go
the
with the
ticket
second
office.
half. Neymar. Roman Eremenko. Play surges forward. David Luiz is all over him. And that won't be making it through. Paulinho. Vital interception there. It's a throw-in. David Luiz. Neymar. Now Fred. Lovely link up. Now Oscar. Now Neymar. Now Hulk. He hits it. Just off target.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and you have to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
Now Neymar. Surely he can't miss from here. Tassina. He has lunged in. And he's given away a free kick. Tassina. Thiago Silva has a hold of him. Paulinho, he's on a promising run. It's played through. And Forsell. Roman Eremenko. Tassina. Fred. Moisander cuts out what was really a sloppy pass. The ball played into space nicely. Roman Eremenko. David Luiz. Slides it through, and he finds a bit of space here. Drives it in. Not this time. Long way off that.
Neymar showed great dribbling ability then, but he obviously has to work on his end product, because if he improves on that, he'll be almost unstoppable.
Number 10. Number 21.
Knocks it through. That wasn't the best of passes, really.
Number 8.
Oscar. Moisander was well positioned to make the interception. Neatly played. Here's Marcelo, Chance to counter-attack here. It's a threatening through ball. Nicely fed in. Right idea, wrong execution.
It almost looked like the perfect marriage, the way the long pass was delivered so exactly into the runner's path, and it's a shame it led to nothing. They may well get a bit more joy down the flanks. They'll certainly find more space out there.
Easy pickings, really. Hulk. A crucial intervention there. Break is on. And surely he must score. He decides to shoot. That was a good dribble and a good chance.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
David Luiz. Thiago Silva. Marcelo. Vital interception there. Hulk. Here's Neymar. He decides to shoot. Marcelo has robbed him. We're into the last 5 minutes. A shot! He'll be disappointed with that. That's not going to make it through. Roman Eremenko.
It's all very neat football, but time is against them now, and they need to get the ball forward.
Ball threaded through. Can he put it away? He so nearly exploited that mistake.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted. Through and still going. Oscar. Luis Gustavo. On his own. It's still 0-0 and we are in stoppage time. It's all over. The referee's had enough. The fans, not to mention the players themselves, will be slightly disappointed. Everyone would have liked to see them start on a high note.
Well, some matches you just don't want to end, and that was one of them for me. You couldn't predict what was going to happen next. It was a great game.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that we leave tonight's broadcast. I'm John Champion, and sitting alongside me up here in our lofty perch in the commentary box is Jim Beglin. We are off and running. Neymar. He decides to shoot. Neatly played. Brazil were very fortunate to get away with that there. Fred. Long ball forward. Luis Gustavo has a hold of him. No, that's not going anywhere. He has lunged in. Got the man there, that's a free kick.
Well, it's a little further out than he'd like, so he might just consider his options with this free kick.
Hits it. Ball stolen. Thiago Silva. He moves in swiftly. He takes him out. Shoots here. Another shot. Well, that was really close. You get nothing for being close.
Or maybe he just could have crossed the shot slightly and that made it track the wrong side of the post, but that's very unlucky.
Thiago Silva. No, that wasn't the best of passes. Takes a shot. They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
I love to see a team closing down from the front like that, and I think they did brilliant to win it back and get the shot away.
Thiago Silva. Paulinho.
I think they're building the play really nicely. If they can just find the right through ball, they could be in on goal.
A really impressive run through. Now a chance for a cross. Thiago Silva has gone in hard there, maybe too hard. Brazil could see this slip from their grasp now with just one kick of the ball.
Listen, some players just don't think about the consequences of launching themselves into trouble, and that was a classic example.
Can he beat the keeper from the spot and put his team in front? He buries it to give his side a precious lead.
It's a goal.
Cool and calm as you like.
And it only took a little drop of the shoulder to send the keeper completely the wrong way. Didn't he take it well?
Qatar are the first to strike. It's through. And crosses. The ball played into the box, but met by no one in the end.
Ambitious to say the least. He seemed to be in a hurry to get that in.
Play surges forward. It's a good hit. Not on this occasion.
That was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
David Luiz. Going forward. Shoots here. He can't be too happy with that.
Thiago Silva showed great dribbling ability then, but he obviously has to work on his end product, because if he improves on that, he'll be almost unstoppable.
And that's been intercepted. Thiago Silva. On his own. Thiago Silva plays it long. Daniel Alves. Gustavo. Luis Gustavo looking to carve open the defence. It's through. Daniel Alves. A timely intervention. Daniel Alves, quickly closed down. Lunges wildly. He ran into trouble and the free kick's been given. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket. It's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate. Gets the ball in a nice position. He takes a shot. What a reprieve that was. He did well to get it. What next? A shot! He so nearly exploited that mistake.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Marcelo. Paulinho. Oscar. We are entering stoppage time. Out comes the fourth official with the board. Signals 1 extra minute, that's all. The whistle signals the end of the first half.
Senhoras e senhores, prazer de receber alguém muito especial para anunciar o prêmio de melhor jogador de hoje.
So the second half gets underway. That's a foul. Daniel Alves. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Here's Oscar. No, possession lost. David Luiz. Marcelo. A switch of play. Picked off. Maybe now. They've scored! And a potentially crucial moment for Brazil. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
They kick off with parity restored.
Oh, look, I love watching games like this when both teams are giving everything they've got to try and win it. This is all the makings of a cracker.
He's got possession now, maybe a chance. Easy pickings, really. Slickly done that. Paulinho. poor ball that's intercepted. And he's still going. And that won't be making it through. He tried going it alone, but without success. He did well to get it. What next? Hull. Intercepted. Making good progress down the left, but frankly devoid of options. Looking for width. Ball played in, and a header. He so nearly exploited that mistake.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them take.
Oscar. Tried to play it through. Neat ball through the middle. Incisive pass, that. Now Oscar. Oscar is bearing down on goal. Brazil have scored, and Brazil have shown real spirit. There's the benefit of pinpoint accuracy. They've got a precious one-goal lead.
Yeah, for me this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Oh, well defended. It'll be a throw-in. Something going on down at the bench. I think it's going to be a substitution. Here's a shot. Bumps it long. A crucial intervention there. Fred. And through he moves. Shoots.
Well, I think they've shown a lot of courage in looking for another goal, but if it backfires, the coach will certainly come in for some.
Fantastic from Fred. That should do it for them. So we resume, and the gap is now 2.
Yeah, they may well be 2 up now, but the beauty of this game is that it can all change in a flash.
Fred!
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Thiago Silva. He's going on, chance, and that could have been it.
And if they don't get the job done from here, we'll look back on that moment and know he should have made it a 3-goal cushion, should have finished things off.
Thiago Silva knocks it forward, tries to slide it past the defence. Possibility here, steals it. They have a 3-goal advantage, and that should be enough. that one's down to the goalkeeper.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
They now enjoy a 3-goal lead. No way through there. Neymar, who a few moments ago made his mark on this game. Full-time whistle within sight. Here's Fred. He makes his way towards the penalty area. It's an opportunity. Daniel Alves. That's not going to make it through.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
He surges forward. David Luiz. Daniel Alves. Now Oscar. He's looking to play it into the channel. And again. And he tries again. Another one. They really have taken them apart now. What a way to complete a hat-trick.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
That's it. After much consultation with his stopwatch, the referee has blown for time. Well, that certainly was one heck of a game. A great performance, real drama, with them coming from behind like that.
Well, how enjoyable was that? I love it when you get two teams giving it everything they've got. They held nothing back. Terrific stuff.
Thank you, Jim, for joining me this afternoon. That is all we have time for.
Senhoras e senhores, sejam bem-vindos à Allianz Arena.
We are off and running. Brazil against the Netherlands. Oh, he's lost out there.
Well, he just ran down a cul-de-sac then. No wonder he lost the ball.
Oh, well defended. Neymar will drive this corner in. Hulk shoots! Cleared away from immediate danger. Going forward with purpose. Oh, good block. He was in the right place. David Luiz. Now Luis Gustavo. Quickly closed down. Well struck! Well, that was really close. You get nothing for being close.
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
Paulinho was fouled, and he gets his free kick. Oh, it's been given away. Play surges forward. No, possession lost. It's a throw. A crucial intervention there. David Luiz has a hold of him.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now Fred. Now Hulk. Hulk, and here he comes. A shot! Hits the bar! A timely intervention.
It's lovely to look at, and if they just step up the pace a bit, they could carve out that opening.
And he's given away a free kick. Luis Gustavo, and that won't be making it through. The forward push gains momentum. Pass intercepted. Suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Oh, well defended. Cleared away to safety. Here's Oscar. Strikes it. Well, to call that wayward would be being kind.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Knocks it through. Daniel Alves is all over him. Chance to counter-attack here. He's free through the middle. That's not going to make it through. Looking to receive the ball. Break could be on. On his own. He takes him out. Thiago Silva wins the battle and emerges with the ball.
I suppose you have to acknowledge some decent defending, but the keeper should have been
And he finds a bit of space here. A poor clearance, and it's been picked up. Slickly done that. Slickly done that. Marcelo. Now Oscar. They got a throw in. No way through there. Break is on. David Luiz. Paulinho. Neymar. He shoots there. Brazil have scored.
Oh, it's in.
They grab the opener. What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
I just think there was too much ball watching. Nobody's really looking to see who's drifting into good striking positions, and it's a bad one to give away, it really is.
Brazil have the all-important opener.
You know, sometimes it just comes down to who wants it more. Who's got the passion? Who's got the pride? I think we just had the answer to that.
Poor ball that's intercepted. There goes the whistle, and it's half-time.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Tight old game this, 1-0 the scoreline. Here's Fred, kicked off. It's one-on-one, a chance, Fred puts it away. It's a 2-goal lead now. Find some words to do justice to that goal.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
So it's now 2 without reply.
Well, that goal makes such a difference to the whole dynamic of this game. That second goal puts him in control now.
He did well to get it. What next? He's bursting forward. It's in. It's the ideal start to the second half. Well, what can you say about that goal?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
The lead's down to a single goal now.
I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
An opening for the Netherlands. Gets the ball in a nice position. Skillfully hit. A similar chance and a similar outcome.
Well, I wonder if their profligacy will rebound on them somehow. You know, they're very much on the up here, and yet they can't convert a string of very decent opportunities.
Luis Gustavo. Paulinho. He moves in swiftly. That wasn't the best of passes, really. Neymar. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. And surely he must score! Can he now find a finish? No luck again, just like last time.
Brazil have been enjoying as good an attacking spell as you could wish for, and yet they've been incredibly wasteful. I mean, they could have wrapped it up by now, and it's not going right for them.
Pass needed to be better there. Hulk is making his way forward. Oh, fine through ball down the middle. Onside, possibility here. Still in play! Could be a goal here. Paulinho. Ball stolen. Daniel Alves. No, that's not going anywhere. He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Moving forwards. Here's a chance to get a cross in. Here's a shot. He's done very well there. That's a shame.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
What a reprieve that was.
Oh, he did really well to force the mistake by pressuring him like that. That's great grit for you.
Switches play to the other side. Play surges forward. He has to score now. It's opened up nicely for him. Fantastic from Fred. They lead by 2. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Lead by 2.
Yeah, they may well be 2 up now, but the beauty of this game is that it could all change in a flash.
Here's Fred. This could be interesting for Brazil. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. Now the chance! Pumps it upfield. Thiago Silva. He tried going it alone, but without success. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Oscar has a hold of him. One-on-one with the keeper. He can take the shot on here. A huge chance missed.
Oh, listen, their task is tough enough already without missing chances like that. The next one has to go in.
Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. Oscar. Neymar. Possibility here for a cross. He decides to shoot. Chance here. Oh, shoots. Play surges forward. Luis Gustavo. He's had a real go. It's a threatening through ball. You got the man there. That's a free kick. He can't be too happy with that.
I can't believe he's had a go from that far out.
Thiago Silva. Oscar. Intercepted. Neatly played. Full-time whistle within sight. David Luiz. It's through. David Luiz has gone in hard there, maybe too hard. And he's still going forward, but what are his options? He's not taking any risks there. Paulinho has got hold of the final ball, not quite there. David Luiz. David Luiz thumps it long. Red! They were so nearly punished for their mistake. The referee blows his whistle. They've survived the group stage. Now they're in with the big beasts of the jungle.
Well, some matches you just don't want to end, and that was one of them for me. You couldn't predict what was going to happen next. It was a great game.
So, thanks very much, Jim, for your analysis today. Time is now up. So we're off then. He makes his way towards the penalty area. Neymar. Here's a shot. Brazil have scored.
Oh, it's in.
What a time to score!
That's the start dreams are made of, and that has to give them great confidence for what's to come.
What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
Brazil are the first to strike.
Well, there's no sign of any first-day nerves here. That settled them beautifully into their stride.
And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Oh, great chance! Oh, that's a neat escape. Oh, he's lost out there. Neatly played. Great opportunity, a chance. Thiago Silva. Daniel Alves. Daniel Alves.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Play surges forward. Lunges wildly. No, that's not going anywhere. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. Hulk.
Oscar can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
Quarter of an hour gone. Marcelo. And play switched right across. A long ball forward.
I suppose you have to acknowledge some decent defending, but the keeper should have been tested.
Thiago Silva. He moves in swiftly. And he's still going. Hits it. Hulk. This could be interesting for Brazil. It's played into space. Driven in. That could have been really special.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Paulinho knocks it through. He's found space. Leaps for the header. They've done it. They lead by 2. A gem of a cross and a straightforward header.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Now it's 2-0.
Yeah, we've seen it before that 1-0 can be a fragile scoreline, but now that they have that extra cushion, 2 should be enough.
Surely a goal. It's opened up nicely for him. That is great goalkeeping. Well saved.
He was right in front of the goal, and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. Possibility here. A good ball in, but he couldn't finish it off.
He was tightly marked, but the defender did just enough to stop the goal.
Oh, the ball in had such good pace on it. He only had to redirect it with his head. I think the cross was an absolute peach.
Thumps it long. Now Fred. Whacks it. There it is. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that. He's got 2 in this game. He's on a hat-trick. Brazil comfortably in the lead. Fred, who a few moments ago made his mark on this game. Ball stolen. Oscar. Fred, he's making a good run here. Fred. He can take the shot on here. The shot was on, but he's fluffed his lines.
Fred showed great dribbling ability then, but he obviously has to work on his end product, because if he improves on that, he'll be almost unstoppable.
Oscar, creator of 1 goal already. Oscar, he's on the ball. Where's he taking it? Opportunity for a goal. Oh, that should have been there for 4.
Oh, what a great individual effort that was. Lovely close control, good balance. A shame he just couldn't add that finish.
Oscar. Vital interception there. Foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee.
Well, I think it might be a touch too far to have a go at goal, but I've been proven wrong in the past, and maybe again.
No, it's gone over.
Well, that free kick looked too far out for a shot.
Thiago Silva. A switch of play. No, possession lost. The forward push gains momentum. Off he goes. He's going it alone.
Well, he just ran down the cul-de-sac then. No wonder he lost the ball.
Hulk, this is promising. What can they make of it? A crucial intervention there. There's the whistle, and it's half-time. A 3-goal difference between the two sides here.
Senhoras e senhores, informamos sobre a criança perdida. Atenção, pai.
So, off we go then with the second half.
Dirija-se ao centro de informações.
Fred. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Chance here. Oh, yet another goal. Riveting, ruthless, relentless. Find some words to do justice to that goal.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they paid the price and deserved to.
He'll be taking the match ball home.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
They have this game in their hands now. Fred. A chance to counter-attack here. It's one-on-one. Could be a chance now. Takes a shot. Another goal. They're well clear now. It's just a question of how many more. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Fred, is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
He's made it an incredible 4 in this game. Surely they're well and truly out of sight now. Break is on. He plays the ball out wide. Good ball, right down the middle. Foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. Marcelo has a hold of him. Now the chance! It's an opportunity! Steals it! Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. He shoots there.
Oh, the ball in at such good pace on it. He only had to redirect it with his head. I think the cross was an absolute peach.
A timely intervention. Hulk quickly closed down. Neymar, who's imposed himself already on this fixture. That wasn't the best of passes, really. Luis Gustavo. Now through to Fred. Fred, he's onside here. Just the keeper to beat. Chance. Real chance. Another one. They're clearly in no mood just to sit on their lead. Some doubt whether that was on target. It's one for the dubious goals committee. Knocks it forward. Hulk. Chance to counter-attack here.
It's never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of himself.
David Luiz. And that's been intercepted. Luis Gustavo. Pumps it forward. And that won't be making it through. David Luiz is all over it. Neat ball through the middle. Only the keeper to beat. Shoots. And he plays the ball in. Beautiful through ball over the top. Shoots here. Looking to play on the break. Through and still going. No one in the area. Wins the ball. Drives it in. David Luiz. Marcelo. Now a chance for Neymar. And a shot here. No, an own goal, I don't believe it.
Oh, they'll really be kicking themselves after conceding a goal like that.
Teremos uma substituição.
Accidental or not, they've scored a goal. Play surges forward. Can he now find a finish? Goal! I think you have to put that one down as an inspired substitution.
Well, that certainly made an impact, and the manager will be very, very pleased with that change.
They pulled one back, but still have a mountain to climb. And surely he must score. Hits the ball. Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. Strikes it.
Oh, the ball in, it's such good pace on it. He only had to redirect it with his head. I think the cross was an absolute peach.
The clock counting down. Forward it goes. No way through there. Oscar.
It's lovely to look at, and if they just step up the pace a bit, they could carve out that opening.
He takes him out.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
One last chance, perhaps. Neymar, and that's come to nothing. There's the final whistle. We've seen some fantastic finishing from this team with real attacking class throughout. Their opponents didn't stand a chance.
Well, some matches you just don't want to end, and that was one of them for me. You couldn't predict what was going to happen next. It was a great game.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me, John Champion, to thank Jim Beglin alongside. So we're off then. Neymar. The forward push gains momentum. He can take the shot on here. He shoots there. so nearly exploited that mistake.
Oh, he did really well to force the mistake by pressuring him like that. That's great grit for you.
Dumps it long. Sanchez. Guari. Cuadrado. Thiago Silva is all over it. Luis Gustavo. Throw in. A switch of play. Paulinho. Play surges forward. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Brazil have scored.
That's gone in.
They grabbed the opener. What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
Brazil are the first to strike. Sanchez. Hulk. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. He's bursting forward. He's free through the middle. Christian Zapata with a great example of how to cover. And it's hit forward. Cuadrado. Here's Falcao. Off he goes. Oscar. And he goes for goal. He had the range, but not the accuracy.
Oh, what a great individual effort that was. Lovely close control, good balance. A shame he just couldn't add that finish.
Minutes gone in the first half. Now Falcao. Kicked off. Now the chance. Oh, well defended. Cuadrado. Could be a chance now. Can he find a finish? Shoots. Neymar. Here's Fred. The ball played down the middle.
He may have been caught offside, but Neymar won't be deterred by that. He'll just keep trying until the flag stays down eventually, and that's the way he operates. He just plays on the shoulder of the last defender until he gets it right.
He has to score now. It's an opportunity, and he makes absolutely no mistake. It's a 2-goal lead now. So it's now 2 without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this game was very much in the balance, but at 2-0 they ought to be able to defend this lead from here.
Paulinho has a hold of him. Cuadrado. Armero. Oscar, who's just added his name to the score sheet. A crucial intervention there. Now through to Fred, steals it. It's opened up nicely for him. Oh, yet another goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that. Well, what can you say about that goal?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they paid the price and deserved to.
So it's 3-0 now. Cuadrado.
Oh, the fans will be annoyed with that. They tried to walk it in.
Play surges forward. It's played into space. Now a chance for Fred. The linesman's kept his flag down.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Armero plays it long. Daniel Alves. Guarín. Armero. To the other side. Cuadrado. He makes his way towards the penalty area. Paulinho. Oscar, whose goal-scoring skills have already been seen. Falcao, well positioned to lead a breakaway. Sanchez. Guarín. Chance to counter-attack here. Cuadrado. He's struggled to impose himself on this game, it has to be said.
Well, it looks like he's been the one who's targeted as the danger man here, and as a consequence, he's getting the special attention. They're getting players around him quickly, they're giving him nowhere to go. And I think pretty soon he could be getting frustrated with this.
He did well to get it. What next? Surely! Hulk shoots! Neymar will swing one in. Shoots here. Another shot. And a goal! Riveting, ruthless, relentless. Really quick reactions to the loose ball.
Oh, it's a terrible mix-up at the back, but it's great awareness to punish them for it.
He's got 2 in this game, he's on a hat-trick. They have this game in their hands now. The referee blows his whistle to draw the first half to a close. At this stage, it's rather one-sided.
Señoras y señores, queremos pedirles su apoyo para nuestra Fundación Solidaria Internacional.
Brazil set the ball rolling. Sanchez. James Rodriguez. The break is on. Hulk. Here's Fred.
Fred really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
No, that's over the bar.
That was a very decent shot from distance. A little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
Now Falcao. Oscar, he moves in swiftly. Opportunity for a goal.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Sanchez. Neatly played. Can he now find a finish? Oscar knocks it forward. The forward push gains momentum.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oscar. And he's still going. That's not going to make it through. Chance to counter-attack here. He decides to shoot. James Rodriguez will drive this corner in. Whacks it!
Well, once the keeper lost control of that, it could have gone either way, but it was a good reaction from the defender.
Paulinho quickly closed down.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 97.500.
Luis Gustavo, creator of one goal already. Hulk. Guarin. He has lunged in. Ball stolen. Fred. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Chance. Oh, lovely feet. Oh, good block. He was in the right place. Now a chance for a cross from the flank. Goes for a header. No, header's not there. James Rodriguez. David Luiz. He's going on his own. A really impressive run through. A chance. Real chance. Another one. They're well clear now. It's just a question of how many more. A brace of goals for him now.
Gol de Brasil, convertido en el minuto 68. Número 11, Oscar.
Surely they're well and truly out of sight now. Luis Gustavo, he moves in swiftly. Zuniga. Fred. The break is on. Through and still going. Fred. Could be a chance now. Fred. There it is. This game has already ceased to be a contest. Find some words to do justice to that goal.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
What a way to complete a hat-trick.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of the goal. What a display. What a player.
Fred is making his way forward. Armero. Sanchez. Guarín. Cuadrado. Now through to Falcao. Quickly closed down. He plays it through. Driven in. And that's gone wide of the left-hand post.
Well, that was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
He plays it towards the corner flag. Incisive pass, that. Neymar has teed up this corner. Heads it. Another goal. They really have taken them apart now.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
He's made it an incredible 4 in this game. Falcao has been fouled. Yep, referee's gone to his pocket. It's a yellow for a fairly careless challenge he didn't really have to make. Could have been another colour too. Certainly some sections of the crowd think red would have been more appropriate. And that, I believe, is the first time we've seen a yellow card. Yes, it is. Thiago Silva. David Luiz did well running onto the ball through, but didn't get enough of it to register a shot. There's something going on down at the bench. I think it's going to be a substitution.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
He can take the shot on here. James Rodriguez is the player to take it. Paulinho going forward. He plays the ball out wide. Now seeking to get that ball in. Oh, that's delightful. Here's a chance to get a cross in. Here's a shot. It just veered off to the right. Now Falcao, David Luiz.
Se
Hulk. Here's Fred. Neymar has got hold of it. I don't think that was ever on target. Long ball forward. No, intercepted. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. Tries to slide it past the defence. Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. And a sublime header! And a goal! They're clearly in no mood just to sit on their lead. A great corner. A good header.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
There it is, the final whistle. I don't think even the players can believe it. They've swept through the last 8 and have booked their semi-final place.
Look, that's what supporters love to see. Tremendous will and spirit, crunching tackles and a real desire to attack. Nobody can feel let down by that.
My sincere thanks go to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. We're off. Brazil against Chile. David Pizarro. Luis Gustavo. He moves in swiftly. Hulk. Vidal. He's going it alone. Lunges wildly. Marcelo Diaz. Oscar. Chance to counter-attack here. Neat ball through the middle. Yara. Marcelo Diaz. Eduardo Vargas. Oscar. Hulk tried to play it through.
Yeah, it looked like there that he was asking just a little too much of himself to try and thread that ball through. He was a bit over-ambitious, but I like his thinking.
Now through to Fred. Cleared away from immediate danger. Daniel Alves has robbed him. Now Hulk. Hulk did well, but he couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Luis Gustavo. Matias Fernandez. Now Alexis Sanchez. Marcelo. Now Fred. It's through. Hulk. Here is Alexis Sanchez. Junior Fernandez. A timely intervention. Marcelo Diaz. He takes a shot. He so nearly exploited that mistake.
Look, they've got to be careful with that, because any player who gets a sniff of goal from that range might be just able to come up with something special in the moment. So it's not a good policy to stand back and admire that. They really have to work together to get to that quicker.
The referee blows his whistle to draw the first half to a close.
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
It's 0-0 at this point, and we're hoping for better things. And surely he must score! It's an opportunity! The upright in the way, steals it! David Pizarro. Eduardo Vargas. Quickly closed down. Now through to Alexis Sanchez. Luis Gustavo.
Never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of himself.
Shoots here. That is wayward.
Well, what a great individual effort that was. Lovely close control, good balance. A shame he just couldn't have that finish.
Luis Gustavo. Paulinho. Fred showed a great desire to get to the ball, he just couldn't do much with it. Oh, that's absolutely marvellous!
It's a goal!
We finally have the goal that this game needed. Brazil have the priceless opener. Eduardo Vargas. Neymar. Now Paulinho. Knocks it through. A crucial intervention there. Paulinho. A shot! What a reprieve that was! Hulk. He's going on his own. He's going on. Strikes it. That would have been some goal.
Well, he knew he needed a better angle to get a shot away, and at least he showed the best option. It just didn't come off.
He goes looking for his teammate. And he'll shoot! That should have been 2-0.
What a huge let-off that was. Conceding them would really have left the momentum to climb.
Substituição e momento.
Brazil were very fortunate to get away with that there. Marcelo Diaz. Now Vidal.
Listen, when it's congested through the centre of the pitch like that, they'll threaten more from the wider positions.
Wins a throw. Marcelo Diaz has struggled to impose himself on this game, it has to be said.
I think if he's going to make better progress, then he's going to need to find a little more space. And I think his team can help out by getting one or two others around him to give him a bit more support as well. Because at this moment, he's just been crowded out and he's not having the impact on the game that he should.
Time whistle within sight.
Well, maybe they're settling for what they have because they're not going to score from there.
So that's it. It's all over. Jubilation all around this stadium, everywhere you look. And now it's just another 90 minutes standing between them and the ultimate prize.
Well, how enjoyable was that? I love it when you get two teams giving it everything they've got. They held nothing back. Terrific stuff.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me, John Champion, to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish all of you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, sejam bem-vindos à partida de hoje.
Well, the atmosphere here is truly terrific. Brazil against Spain. Paulinho, he goes alone. He's bursting forward. Paulinho. And they escape imminent danger. It went out of play. Cross in. And they've hooked it clear. Lunges wildly. David Luiz. A crucial intervention there. Iniesta. played into space. Holt shoots! Kicked off. And no danger there from that cross. He shoots there. What a reprieve that was. Marcelo. Looking to carve open the defence. Surely he's in. And he'll shoot here. Brazil have scored.
Oh, it's in.
That could turn out to be a big, big goal. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
Brazil have the priceless opener.
Now look, from experience I can tell you that the first goal is always vital in any final. It can make such a psychological difference.
Oscar. The ball played through the middle. Now a chance for Fred. Fred!
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Fred. Sergio Ramos. The ball crossed the line. Iniesta. Paulinho. Luis Gustavo couldn't quite get it through that.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
That is great goalkeeping. Oh, he wasn't taking any chances there. He did well to get it. What next? Marcelo. A rasping drive. They were so nearly punished for their mistake. There's the whistle. An entertaining first half that has simply flown by. What struck you about the first 45 minutes of this final then?
Brazil have the lead, and obviously it's going to be the happier dressing room at half-time, but it'll be interesting to see what they do second half. I really think that they should push on and do more of what we saw as we approached half-time.
Tight old game this, 1-0 the scoreline. He has lunged in. Iniesta. David Luiz is all over him. He takes him out. Iniesta was fouled and he gets his free kick.
Well, it's a little further out than he'd like, so he might just consider his options with this free kick.
David Luiz clumps it long. Xavi. The ball's with Villa. Iniesta has got hold of. Oh, that's a neat escape. A chance. Iniesta shoots. That would have been some goal.
Oh, that's just lovely skill. He's certainly a player who can single-handedly make a difference. Great talent.
David Luiz. Hulk looking to play on the break. Now Neymar. Well struck. Good stop by the keeper.
Oh, what a great individual effort that was. Lovely close control, good balance. Shame he just couldn't have that finish.
David Luiz quickly closed down. Villa's got it.
Villa certainly will be disappointed with himself there. If you can't get it under control quickly, you're nearly always going to lose out, and that was poor.
Here's Oscar. It's through. Great opportunity. And the chance accepted with some aplomb. Surely that's it. A crushing blow at this late stage. What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough, and in that instance it was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
So it's now 2 without reply.
Well, that goal makes such a difference to the whole dynamic of this game. That second goal puts him in control now.
Silva and Villa.
Villa really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Xavi. Now through to Villa. And he's given away a free kick. That is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now. You just can't go around diving in for challenges like that.
Well, I think it might be a touch too far to have a go.
A disappointing effort, that driven straight at the wall.
Again.
Now seeking to get that ball in.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Cesc Fabregas.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Paulinho. Slowly trying to tease it through. Full-time whistle within sight. Challenge deemed unfair. Foul given. He is off. At first viewing it didn't seem that bad. Bookable offence maybe, but the referee's gone for the red straight away. Brazil will now be forced to play the rest of the match with just 10 men. Tempers flaring here. The referee blows his whistle. They have done it here. Deserving cup winners today, and what an incredible achievement it is. And the partying, I'm sure, is going to go on long into the night. Maybe much longer.
Well, some matches you just don't want to end, and that was one of them for me. You couldn't predict what was going to happen next. It was a great game.